Happy Halloween, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's extra spooky edition of NBA 2K action. I'm Sandwich. Hope you all having an extra spooky Tuesday evening. Dressed up as the spookiest player on the court on Psychic's team. So Psychic starting out down low with Brook Lopez in the paint, looking to bother Cumberland University. They look to make that shot, and of course, it's customary in these parts off of that first rebound. Like it going right into those off-court adjustments. Should be a good match tonight. The last two remaining undefeated players in the NBA 2k24 league up in the ECAC are on your screen tonight. Psychic up against Cumberland Will. Cumberland Will, no stranger to high level competition. He placed second place in the Xbox division NBA 2k23 in the spring semester. Show you a full look at the standings. Still pretty scary, pun intended, up here in the top 8. Only top 8 will make playoffs. I believe there's about 40 something odd players. Only the cream of the crop will make it in. We'll show you the standings as we get out of the timeout. We also, of course, excuse me, we also got Fletcher's match on the ticket against University of Central Missouri. Their match hasn't quite started. I did see word of a last second attempt at a reschedule. So there may be some forfeit or reschedule shenanigans. That match may be ending up postponed. We'll update you all as soon as we can, but as we get out of the timeout, ladies and gentlemen, you will see the standings up here in the ECAC for NBA 2k24. Psychic starting off with a nice slam dunk, already looking ferocious. The Suns also calling a timeout. We may have to transition out of the standings, but you see it on the right side of your screen. Cumberland Will and your fellow post-university Eagle Psychic stand alone at the top of the standings, 5-0. Psychic coming out with the W tonight will all but guarantee that top seed. It's a 5-way tie for fourth, or third rather, as we'll transition. Not going to let any leaks in. But again, only top 8 will make it to that playoff spot. So keeping a top seed, so important. in this league because you can't afford to fall too far before you're out of the playoffs entirely. As we transition back into the full screen view. Oh, Cumberland looking to get the head of steam, just barely made it past Psychic on the recovery. Already both teams going back and forth. Oh, Psychic step back cheese. It's green. No way. Psychic starting off hot early on in week 6. It's the best of 3. Psychic's defense already recovering. That kick out pass gonna go nowhere. Cumberland trying to find the breakdown 8 seconds later, looking to work with that pick and roll. But yet again, Psychic giving up no ground. 3 seconds remaining. This is gonna be a tough shot. Not even gonna get it off in time. It's a shot clock violation. But your game still hasn't started, so we'll be sticking with Psychic vision tonight so far, ladies and gentlemen. Psychic looking to extend this lead. A pair of crossovers from his star forward. A spin move, gonna shed the defender. The green release gonna handle the rest. Psychic already off to a nice lead here. 5 early on in the first quarter. Cumberland finding themselves in a world of Bucks defenders, and 1 second left. Another last second heave. Way better result than the last time around. It's a green release on the mid-range. Psychic looking to pick off right where he left off. The breakdown going to create Bobby Portis basketball. And then right back into the paint. Psychic not able to convert on the layup. Cumberland going the other way. Quick trigger on the 3-pointer, and a green release going to get us all tied up. They're continuing to operate. Pass fake, not going to shed the defense. The late crossover will. Pair of passes out to Bobby Portis. Deep mid-range. Had to stepped inside the line a little bit. Not going to matter off the mark regardless. Cumberland University coming down, looking to take their first lead since their opening bucket here in game 1. So the cut to the basket, gonna bring the help. Cumberland gonna be able to find the 2 points on the slam dunk either way. I think we're gonna bring this game back. Trying to create a one-on-one breakdown. Gonna turn it into a fader though. Psychic just going wide of the basket. Certainly was looking for a layup there. Just a little too wide of the basket, turns into a fading close shot. Well, now Psychic gonna be able to recover. However, Psychic's AI teammates out there gonna give up the foul. Will gonna miss the first pair of free throws here. Next, split the pair here. Cumberland up 10-7. Psychic already looking to get into his offensive bag early. Bringing up some off-ball action. Will not shaken by it just yet. Gonna be able to get a paint touch. All out to Bobby Portis in the low block. Shot not coming out of Brook Lopez. Psychic gonna be forced to throw up a tough one. Tough shots have been falling all night for both of these players here. Psychic able to keep the game close. Just 10-9 with a minute left to play in the first. They gotta be able to recover. Ends up fouling, unfortunately. Yet again, Psychic on Brook Lopez, so it's AI teammates, the one conceding fouls here. Psychic may want to go under the hood. Let his teammates know to play a little less aggressive on their recovery. Cumberland going to be able to come out and again split a pair of free throws as a result. And Psychic able to turn the corner. It's got to find the open man. Bring it out to Bobby Portis. Bobby looking to shed some defenders. The late pump fake able to do just that. Like it's got us all tied up. 36 seconds remaining. Cumberland with a chance for the 2-1. Gonna have to play fast to do so. A quick paint touch may do just that on Cumberland. Gonna be able to get the switch, not create a shot out of it. That shot off the mark. Psychic with a chance to surely go 2 for 1 here. Shot clock is off, but Psychic gonna come out with 2 points, so not all bad. Or Psychic here, a stop gonna give him the lead going into the second quarter. Cumberland looking to guarantee they have the last shot. Psychic worried about the layup. Seems he read the scouting report. That 3-pointer off the mark. He's gonna get a chance for a last shot, second shot of his own. It's off the mark. And early on Halloween night, Psychic up in the first quarter. Just 2 points. Still anybody's game as we get into the second quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. Spam this ghost to help outpost. So we get right into the timeout. Psychic perhaps looking to bring in some of those defensive adjustments, perhaps more stamina to his players on the court. Timeout gonna allow Psychic to do both here. We get an update on the Fletcher game, ladies and gentlemen. One quick moment. Still has not started, so not too sure what is happening there, but we still got post-university NBA 2K going down. Psychic, a pair of crossovers, looking to shed the defense. Going to be able to do just that. Extend his lead to 4 points. Now Cumberland will responding to Psychic putting Giannis at point guard with Kevin Durant. Pretty apt response. Psychic has still been able to shed the defenders. He was looking to get out and running, and we usually got a disconnect or a server issue or something. This is not a player lagging out. This is 2K server shenanigans. So we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I assume we will just play on with Psychic's, I believe, 4-point lead. However, we will return after this restart. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. And out of the frying pan into the fryer. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Some restart shenanigans afoot. However, we are back. The ruling is just as I predicted. Both teams going to be playing 3 quarters. Psychic is going to be up 4-0, which is why you see this half-court shot and that room service dunk earlier. So we're gonna see more room service here, but yeah, shortened game 1. Game should still be neck and neck based off of what we saw early on in the first quarter. And Psychic maybe a little cheeky, taking 30 seconds off of the clock to get these points, but we should have the remainder of these buckets being well earned by both teams. Nearly a 3-pointer. Cumberland with the hesitation gonna give up a blocking foul. Probably would have been a shooting foul if they looked to shoot it there. Not sure if Psychic was really in position for that block. Early on, Cumberland will continuing to work with the pick and roll. Another slam dunk for them, and I was wondering when that was going to come out. Psychic wasting no time getting his defensive adjustments in order. Of course, they're not going to save after the disconnect, so both players going to get a chance to get their behind the hood or under the hood adjustments right here on Halloween night. I wonder if we're going to see a change to the level of aggression from Psychic's AI teammates. We saw that as a point of emphasis early. Psychic loves to play off the ball, so he's got to make sure his instructions to his teammates are crystal clear, lest the game gets sold out from under him, no fault of his own. His AI teammates giving up 4 free throws early on in the first quarter. Of course, Cumberland, well, looks like he enjoys playing that slashing offense, so that's going to create some free throws right out of the box, especially with how physical Psychic already enjoys playing defense when he is the man up. Guess Psychic's got to keep that in mind, the trade-offs he's making with that physical defense. Both teams still in the depths of their pregame adjustments. And out of the depths and right back into the action we are. Again, just 3 quarters is game 1. Psychic loves that hesitation. You can see why. Shifts the defense. Psychic doesn't even really have to do too much. It's a perfect read and react option. Doesn't demand too much out of Psychic other than to watch and react. Makes it such a great move. And Psychic here on defense, able to recover well and test without fouling. Psychic surely has a chance for 2 more here with the height advantage. Gonna get Cumberland Will out of the way. On the smaller Bradley Beal, about a foot of advantage or half a foot of advantage. Or Psychic there on the drive. The ball out to Cumberland Will, looking to make some My Park moves with the help of a screen. Psychic, good play by him, switching to the ball handler for just a second to get over the screen early. It's going to force Cumberland Will into a tough shot. Yet again, the recovery comes a little late. It's a little too physical. You give up the and one. That time the free throw is good. Cumberland will split a pair of free throws before the restart. Seems to have got rid of the restart jitters here. And Psychic yet again with that hesitation. No and one. Cumberland University not getting there in time for the slam. Psychic up 5 here, though. Cumberland primes to attack. Way to defend without fouling there. Leaves Psychic switching to the defender involved at the last moment. Surely a small part of it. Oh, and Psychic a victim of a bump steal there. Cumberland U off to the races. Ball out to a shooter. The shot off the mark, but Psychic's big man was stuck contesting. Psychic not able to corral the offensive rebound as a result. And now 4 seconds left. Decent shot out of Cumberland University. Although yet again, they're going to get a third chance at things here. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Psychic going to cut one off. We're looking to unleash some My Park moves. Able to get some daylight out of the crossover there. Psychic looking to unleash some My Park moves of his own. But yet again, he's running into multiple Cumberland U defenders. Gonna go right into the post. That Brook Lopez. Oh, and it's 3 in the key. Psychic gonna give up the ball. Psychic surely was aware of it, giving the ball out to Damian Lillard on the 3-point line. Brook Lopez, the AI teammates yet again, selling Psychic just a little bit. Brook Lopez gets bumped, not able to get out of the paint in time. Mid-range money, not gonna be cashed out by Cumberland University there. Psychic on the fast break, one crossover. That hesitation, is Cumberland gonna fall for it yet again? Doesn't seem so. Psychic gonna be cooking in the post. Tough to get over that length of Kevin Durant. Psychic experiencing that right there. Now Cumberland on the fast break. Or early pick and roll to concede that mid-range. Psychic's happy to give it. Cumberland's happy to take it. They're going to cash out that time. Psychic's been loving this off-ball action. Creates a shot for Damian Lillard. Still gives some options. If it ends up corralled, in worst case scenario, creates a whole lot of noise on that right wing. Psychic thriving in the chaos for 2 more. Now, one thing to note, because of the shortened game 1, Psychic, who usually likes to spend his third quarter subbing out the entire lineup, not going to have to do so with the restart. Both teams going to have plenty of stamina to play their starters throughout the shortened session. Cumberland yet again going to cash out with that mid-range money. Psychic's got to be careful. Brook Lopez is a defender that's vulnerable to that sort of drop coverage that gives up the mid-range. Psychic gonna go pick up something in the post, not able to find it. Psychic's turn for some mid-range magic, however, on the right wing. He's also gonna cash out. Both players going bar for bar early with the mid-range shot on Halloween night. Psychic able to recover on that time though. Psychic looking to get the last laugh with 8 seconds in the last shot of the quarter here. Cumberland throwing out a triple team. Too easy. Psychic's gonna make that read. And he's been hitting that shot with Dame Dalla all season. Cumberland not going to get a shot at the end of the quarter. And that is end of the first quarter in game. But that's the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. A bit of a low scoring affair off the back of that restart. But early on, that kick up 6. Still Psychic up 6, not content with the defensive effort shown here. Surely wondering about that drop coverage he's been using. We'll be right back after these adjustments, ladies and gentlemen. Although, just as I say that, maybe more stamina focused timeouts. Although, yeah, it seems it is. Again, even in the shortened session, you want to have all the stamina and energy on these players as you can. Psychic, well aware of that. Going to be able to recover out to the 3-point shooter. Some help from Damian Lillard. Again, Psychic bringing the big fella out. So even though the shot's off the mark, they're not able to corral the rebound. Psychic stuck in a rock and a hard place. Still comes out on top on defense, though. It's a big stop with Damian Lillard stuck behind Yusuf Nurkic, the Cumberland big fella on that play. Psychic picking and probing, just able to turn the corner. A little hesitation before going up strong, gonna shed the defense. Psychic continuing to cook in these one-on-one matchups, looking to continue the success he's been having on defense. Psychic gonna bring the ball down to Brook Lopez. The shorter defenders got a foul immediately. Psychic gonna shoot 2. First one is pure. Psychic gonna cross the 20-point mark. Gonna get into double digits if this one is good. And it is. More remake shenanigans. Seems the servers are haunted here on Halloween night. Be right back. Again, we'll get the verdict off the restart, I assume. I'm actually not entirely sure. They played some of what would have been the third quarter there. One quarter played after the restart, one quarter played before. But we'll get the definitive reading on the other side of this break, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. Alright, we are back from a very long delay. Thank you for remaining with us on this spooky Halloween evening. We will, of course, return to the BRB screen just briefly for those game starting adjustments, excuse me. However, we did get word back that Psychic was able to come out with the W in game one. That's why you see that score adjusted like you do. We unfortunately lost the player POV, but really we do not have any more restart NBA 2K server shenanigans, and we'll be able to give uninterrupted coverage the remainder of this series. Both players sticking with their teams. Of course, Psychic, good reason to. Of course, so does Cumberland, if you ask me. Able to keep the game close. No need to throw out full house quite yet. Of course, these are short series, just best of 3. Cumberland aren't able to come out with the W here. Psychic will be the last undefeated player standing here in the ECAC. High stakes with this series. Excuse me. We do make it out of that series starting, or that game starting timeout. And yet again, coming out with the win on the tip. And Psychic looking to respond. Not able to get the green release on the 3-pointer like he did in game 1 here in game 2. Surely want that defense to come correct though. Looking like they are able to do so. They give up the wide open shot, but it's off the mark. Now Psychic off to the races, a victim of a bump steal, able to corral the ball. Ball down to Brook Lopez in the post. Cumberland University not too far behind. Psychic gonna bring the ball. Bobby Portis, who has the height mismatch, able to turn the corner, create a wide open shot. Not able to come down with it. The rebound eventually corralled by Cumberland. Ooh, a nice crossover, going to create a wide open 3-pointer, and that one's pure for Cumberland University. Now early tall small pick and roll. Psychic going to have the height advantage on that one. Psychic loves that tall small pick and roll. That the smaller Damian Lillard set the screen for the taller Giannis Antetokounmpo. Usually creates good things. Cumberland University creating good things on offense. They're up 8-2. Back of another 3-pointer. Psychic looking to respond. That hesitation, we've seen it work so well. Perhaps Cumberland trying to find an answer for it. Still going to create a wide open 3-pointer. Psychic generating decent looks, hasn't been able to convert. Still down 6 here early in the first quarter. Psychic ready for that pick and roll. Going to switch to the guard, switching between the guard and the center to brace for it. Cumberland still able to get the punish. Cumberland up big early in game 2. Okay, a pair of passes, a green release. You saw Cumberland in the airspace. The contest not enough to bother the shot. Devin Booker with takeover. Public enemy number 1 if you're Psychic here on defense. See him switching. Chris Middleton, the player guarding Devin Booker early and often. Although with 7 seconds left, seeing Bradley Beal going to be able to get ahead of steam. Psychic still active in the paint. Excuse me. Alright, excuse me there, ladies and gentlemen. To my voice, the victim of some Halloween shenanigans. Psychic, the victim of a foul there. Gonna get sent to the line. Looking to cut the lead to 6 if he makes both. The first one off the mark. Psychic able to split the pair of free throws. Still only half of the points of Cumberland University. Psychic in the airspace of that three-pointer. The defense giving up the offensive rebound, and Cumberland coming out on top. Psychic clearly not happy. We'll be going to a timeout. We'll be right back after this. Now out of the timeout we go. Psychic surely not happy with the hot start Cumberland University has had. Of course, without any restart shenanigans, Psychic forced to play the adjustments, timeouts, rotation game for the full 4 quarters. Stat layup off the mark. Psychic not going to be able to convert there. Cumberland will looking to get the ball to Devin Booker early and often. That takeover is so dangerous with so much time left in this quarter. Oh, that's a tough shot. Damian Lillard in the airspace, but he's definitely a foot shorter than Kevin Durant. So you see that 9% not able to do much to bother the shot. Looking to find something in the post. Not able to do so. Bring the ball right back to Bobby Portis, but he's red barring. Like, you're going to be limited on the options, but the quick drop step going to do just enough. Quick 2 points. And Psychic. John is so much taller than Devin Booker. Just able to pick the ball out of the air. Going to have his pick between the layup and the three-pointer. Cumberland able to recover for both, and Psychic take his time here. The last shot of the quarter, opting for a quick one instead. Quick 2 points yet again. I'll leave the door open for Cumberland to take the last shot of the quarter. And Psychic gonna spike it out. Emphatic defense to end the quarter here on Halloween night. Psychic still down 8 here in game 2. Psychic still looking to make some adjustments under the hood. We'll be right back after this timeout. We are back. Hope everyone's enjoying their Halloween. Yes, I am dressed up as the fearsome number 34 in the paint for Psychic, who's still going to work on the slam dunk. Giannis has been striking fear to opposing defenders all season for Psychic. Cumberland University not afraid of the Giannis attack, however. Gonna go to the line for the and one. They're able to convert it. Psychic. Game still in single figures, but he's down 9. Crossover trying to get Kevin Durant out of the way. He's a big body, however. Nice little drop step sends Kevin Durant right out of bounds. 2 more points for Post University. Oh, and the crossover, Psychic in the paint. So he's able to recover and shut down the advantage. Psychic looking to create one of his own. Number 2, too little for Giannis. Psychic well aware it's 2 more points this game within 5. Cumberland not quite able to turn the corner there on Chris Middleton. So the ball out to Kevin Durant, the leading man on this Suns roster. Second throwing 2 defenders at him. They're both too small. And again, Kevin Durant, such a tough cover. So any daylight he gets multiplied by that height advantage. And a crossover from Psychic. Cumberland going to shut it down. An early foul there.
First team foul. In for the Bucks. Number 99.
Well, Psychic with the quick trigger, and it's green. I thought Cumberland might have been able to recover to that. Psychic clearly knows more about NBA 2K basketball than me, ladies and gentlemen. It's why he's undefeated. It's why he's looking to keep his team undefeated as he forces Cumberland out of bounds. Score here will make it a 1-possession game. Like yet again, that tall, small pick and roll. Looking to find something on the drop step, just goes right through Kevin Durant. Cumberland will not able to respond in the paint. Well, Cumberland pick and roll. Psychic not able to recover in time. His big fella's out in the corner. Cumberland respond with a dunk of their own here in the second quarter. Yet again, that tall, small pick and roll. Looking to find the seam to cut into. Isn't quite able to do so. Oh, pick and roll. Daylight for Psychic, and he punches it in for 2 more. It's a dunk contest here in the second quarter, ladies and gentlemen. The rim for both sides surely spooked on Halloween night. Another slam dunk. See the field goal shooting for both teams. Saw a whole lot of shooting in the first quarter, but both teams attacking the rim ferociously in the second. And on the cut to the basket, another slam dunk for Psychic. Game down to 2, but Cumberland surely looking to respond quickly. Ball down to Kevin Durant. Psychic in the airspace. Cumberland going to be forced to find 2 points in the half court.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Cumberland going to be able to find 2 more points in the half court. Yet again, you give a player as tall as Kevin Durant an inch, he can take a yard. Although Psychic looking to create something here. He runs into Damian Lillard, runs into his own players off ball. Psychic looking to make some magic. And the My Park moves. Nearly netted him the assist, but that 3-pointer no good. All down to Nurkic. Cumberland will not going to be able to find too much space down there. Although room service on the slam dunk for Cumberland. The runway left clear. Psychic not able to bring the defensive help in time. Psychic already red barring. He's bringing that ball out for a reason. Little mid-range money. Psychic gonna happily cash out. A minute left in this second quarter. Seems Dame Dollars got takeover. Oh no, it's Giannis. Just as dangerous for Psychic here with a minute left to play. Early 3-pointer from Cumberland, no good. Oh, Psychic. Giannis would take over, a dangerous sight. Or Cumberland, you see why right there. Cumberland with a chance for the 2-for-1. Psychic on the bump steal. Oh, and Giannis would take over. Get out of the way. Cumberland will. Game all tied up. Oh, Psychic jumping early. Cumberland will going to be able to find an opening. It's hot potato. All bobbling back and forth gives Psychic time to recover there. Cumberland will not decisive and taking advantage. Psychic attacking with that decisiveness you need. He's going to take the lead off of it and 1. Shot off the mark. Cumberland with a chance to take the lead or tie here. 1-possession game. Psychic with a lot of height in the painted area. Cumberland's got to be wary on the drive. Oh, nice little hesitation. Forces Psychic out of the paint for just a moment. That's when Cumberland strike. Close game, back and forth at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Cumberland not going away quietly. blocked. The Psychic battled back. Leave down 8 going into the second quarter. We're all tied up here. The bench mob coming in for Psychic. Normally has been a spooky sight for the offense and defense. Psychic substituting all 5 players. So Robin Lopez mid-rangers. Yep. Robin not the shooter. His brother in the starting lineup. Brook Lopez is not able to get the block on the recovery either. So Psychic limited in how he can run the team, although an intentional foul from Cumberland U early, looking to get their bench mob in as well, I presume. Yeah, there it is. Able to get ahead of steam. Another slam dunk. Again, points normally tough to come by for Psychic with this bench mob out. He doesn't skew or scatter his substitutions at all, so he brings in all 5 bench players. He'll bring all 5 starters back in. So usually limit Psychic's efficacy during this third quarter. Well, it seems Cumberland willing to play ball, and Psychic with the height mismatch able to convert.
The assist.
Psychic's gotta beware. Cumberland on the Phoenix Suns. Their backup center Bobo, such a problem in NBA 2K with that length. They're able to create the mid-range. You see Psychic doesn't even bother getting out to contest. Again, that height advantage. Even on Psychic's own center, number 42, Robin Lopez. Now what is Psychic cooking? Usually like to see those off-ball actions, but Cumberland reading the playbook. Able to get a slam. Psychic looking to attack quickly. That pass left something to be desired, but Psychic making the best of a bad situation. We're still all tied up. Both teams back and forth with their bench mobs in the third quarter. Psychic doing well on defense. Cumberland looking to steal the outlet pass, and it's a transition take foul. Psychic gonna get 1 free throw in the ball. A 3-pointer will give Psychic a 2-possession lead. Surely in the back of Psychic's mind, this trip down the floor. Oh, Bobby Portis basketball. The spin move just enough to get to the rack. Not enough to get 2 points, however. Cumberland now on the fast break. Gonna get 2 points of their own on the slam. So Psychic gonna get ahead of steam. 2 points or a foul. Cumberland University not in time, not in position for the stop. Psychic gonna take back the lead. Meeting for the Phoenix Suns on the right wing for just a second there. Cumberland getting back into more fundamental offense. Psychic is in the airspace of that jumper though. It's off the mark. This time Cumberland University able to bother corral the steal. Earlier, what Cumberland was looking for earlier when they had that transition take. Much ado about nothing for Cumberland University, however. A turnover on the baseline.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Psychic's got to be aware. Cumberland's reaching. Psychic's got to be ready to teach. Psychic's got a height mismatch here. He knows it. Punching it home for 2 more. And overall, this is a pretty decent stretch for the Psychic bench mob. Again, Robin Lopez, the starter Brook, not going to be able to make it out to the mid-range money. Robin Lopez definitely not able to. A little too slow. Psychic going to be giving that up as Cumberland has left Bradley Beal in the game. And a 3-pointer there would have been huge, as this lineup has struggled to score from behind the arc the whole season for Psychic. Psychic going to give up a 3-ball behind the arc. Maybe reading the scouting report, Bobo not the best shooter on planet Earth here. Good enough to get by, but Cumberland not able to slack on the release. And Psychic just short of the recovery there to send that into the 5th row. Fortunately, Cumberland going to take that for 2 more points and the lead back in their hands. Psychic, more spin moves, more post action. Or post esports down there. Cumberland going to come out on top, however. Oh, and that 3-pointer. An air ball, I believe. Yeah, Buck's ball. Air ball by Bradley Beal. Cumberland will. Spooked by the recovery from Psychic. Gives up an air ball. Psychic's trying to throw that same hesitation. Just not the same when Joe Ingles is the one throwing it out. Cumberland not giving the same sort of lateral respect to Joe Ingles. And Psychic looking to create a manned respect down in the painted area. Does just that. Cumberland with a chance to take the last shot in the corner here. Or of the quarter, rather. If they go slow. Looking to pull off a quick shot. It's off the mark. Psychic with a huge chance here. Extend their lead as the starters come back in the game in the fourth quarter. Possession could be huge. Oh, and it's the Robin Lopez hook shot. You've seen that fail throughout the season. This time it's green. Cumberland University knows what's at stake. You want to keep the game close with the starters coming back in, but they don't even get a shot off.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score.
Heads up play from the bench mob for Psychic. A 3-point lead as the starters on both sides look to come in for the fourth quarter. Playing heads-up basketball. Got him a slighted edge in the third quarter and looking to continue where he left off. 2 more points as the starters back in the game. Giannis has already done so much good work. For Psychic, another turnover for Cumberland will. Psychic starting off so hot right now. The Suns, yeah, they need a timeout. They're going to call it right there. Get whatever adjustments they need. Maybe it's just some more energy. For their players. Psychic starters coming out hot. Cumberland will. And those Phoenix Sun starters coming out a little flat. A Psychic's lead up to 7. The largest since the first quarter. My goodness, you work so hard, you try your best, but you don't succeed. And Psychic blows up the game in the fourth quarter off the back of his tremendous defense. We get right back into the game. We will go just briefly into the standings. This is what is at stake here, ladies and gentlemen. Cumberland will and Psychic, the only 2 undefeated players remaining down here in the ECAC NBA 2k24 standings. The battle to be the last undefeated player standing alone is what's at stake here for tonight as we get back into the full screen. A reach-in foul.
First team foul.
I don't think Psychic is too worried about getting into the bonus, but the shot clock going to reset here. Oh, and the ball quickly back to Jay Crowder. Psychic. He still got some of the bench mob in. Psychic opting for Jay Crowder for the shooting and perimeter defense instead of the height and the rebounding. A speed advantage pays off there for the slam. Psychic out to Damian Lillard. So dangerous in the corner. You see why there. Psychic. Blink and you miss it. He's up 10. This is why you bring in that perimeter defense for that man right there. Fortunately, give up the height. He's able to throw the ball right over the defender. 2 free throws for Cumberland will here. So crucial. Points with the clock stop are so crucial in the fourth quarter. And to go 0 for 2. Cumberland will gotta be feeling it here. Do or die time for Cumberland will. Each score gonna be feeling so backbreaking. Gotta come out with a stop and a big block like that. Cumberland will gotta be feeling themselves. A chance for their first points in the quarter, and a slam dunk from Kevin Durant gonna do it. So the virtual Phoenix crowd loving what they see out of Cumberland will. Psychic able to respond. The drop step so devastating in the post when you have a weight advantage. Team Psychic has been reading up on that post matchup with the variety of big men the players in the league have been trying to throw to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo. Has been so dominant for Psychic throughout the season. And late clock pick and roll action. Ball out to Devin Booker. Oh, that's a tough 3-pointer from the corner. It's wide open, but such a tough shot. Gotta be perfect with these releases on Hall of Fame difficulty. Psychic happy to pound the air out of the basketball. Take up as much time as you can on these possessions. That way, even if you don't score, it doesn't really matter. Psychic gonna score with some flair though on Halloween night. He's up 12. Cumberland looking to get quick offense going. Not able to convert on the post spin move there. Psychic. Cumberland looking to rush Psychic. He gives the ball up to Dame in the corner. Psychic up 15.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Psychic jump scaring Cumberland will here in the fourth quarter. A three-pointer. Perhaps wake up the offense, but you see Cumberland already throwing out that full court press. Desperation mode for them with 2 minutes left to play. Oh, and they jumped the pass. I thought that was going to be 2 more points. But Cumberland off to the races on the fast break. 2 more points. Lead down to 10. Still such a tall mountain to climb here on Halloween night for Cumberland University. Psychic not out of the woods just yet. Like it's missing a bucket and or a stop to really put the game away here. Yet again doing so well to take as much time as possible. Nice pass out of the jump shot. Cumberland not able to respond, and that just might do it. Cumberland looking to score with the quickness. Though already 10 seconds off the shot clock. Time so critical with just about a minute left to play. Cumberland are able to score. Keep the game at 10. If you're Psychic, you're surely thinking you've done it. You're not going to go home empty-handed, however. A pass out of the layup. Psychic not content. Looking to find the perfect play to score there. Ends up throwing a turnover. Cumberland still got to get into their offense quickly, though. Moving a little slowly, buying time for Psychic to recover. And they get the offensive board, but it might be too little too late. All out to Kevin Durant with 8 seconds left. Cumberland got to go so quickly. Excuse me, a 3-point foul. Cumberland, after going 0 for 2 their last trip at the line, gonna convert on the first one. Gonna miss the second one. And third one is good. 8-point game. If I'm Cumberland, oh, Psychic bringing the ball into Dame. Now down to Giannis. Psychic content to waste some time on the clock. Cumberland not gonna foul when Giannis has the ball. Cumberland may be waving the white flag here. They're looking to play fundamental defense. Don't really have too much time. No fouls being given up. Psychic gonna drive in the paint. Not even really looking to score, but he gets fouled. And 9.4 seconds left. Not sure if Psychic missed that one on purpose. Maybe some sportsmanship out of Psychic here with the clock stopped. Never mind. As Psychic drains the second one. A late shot from Cumberland University, but it'll be too little too late. We bring it into the standings for just a brief moment. Your standings from the past week. Gonna have to make a little adjustment as Psychic. A 2-0 sweep. Whole lot of familiar faces up here at the top. Cumberland will moving down after this week. Newman, who we played earlier this semester, down there as well. Mr. Clean, second place from NBA 2k24 PS4 down in the spring semester. Also down there, but Psychic top. All of these fearsome players stands alone, the only player left undefeated. He moves to 6-0. We'll head back for some quick stats, but not too much. Points in the paint, 54-32. That's that Giannis difference we've been talking about. That's why we got this on, ladies and gentlemen. He's been striking fear into the hearts of opposing defenses for post-university here. That'll do it. We update the score. Just a quick second, just to have it. Bop, there it is. Yeah, Psychic with a strong offensive blitz in the fourth quarter to put the game away. Move into week 7 as the only undefeated player left standing. I believe it's an 8-week regular season. It's like 2 more weeks to go to keep that undefeated record untouched and intact. That'll do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Hope y'all have enjoyed this week's edition of NBA 2K action. I've been Sandwich. We hope y'all have a spooky rest of your Halloween, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be sending it to the main channel. I'm pretty sure they're still playing some Valorant up there. Go cheer on Hello Post University Eagles again. I've been Sandwich. Y'all take care and happy Halloween.